Hi, my name is Tiffany Lee. Today I'm gonna about the squat movement. Squat is my favorite exercise every time I go to the gym. Um, Squat is a very effective full body exercise that engage all major muscle group. It's primarily work the muscle in the thigh, the hip, and the buttocks, particularly the quadriceps femoris and the hamstring, making it an ideal exercise for lower body growth. Squat are not just about building muscle or enhancing athletics performance. They also play an important role in improving functional mobilities, assisting in performing a variety of daily tasks, and contributing to overall physical well-being. Next, I'm gonna show you my video of how I do the squats. I'm going to talk about the action step. The starting position squat. Begin standing with your feet shoulder width apart. This is a neutral position with the slight abductions of the hips and to place the feet apart. To begin the squat, push your hips back and bend your knees. As you go down, your hip will go into flexions and your knee will flex to allow your body to lower. At the bottom of your squat, your hip and knee joints will be in maximum flexions. Ascending from the squat, dry upward out of the bottom of the squat by extending your hips and knees. By finishing the squat, continue to extend through the hips and knee until you reach to the starting positions. At the top, your hips and knees are in full extensions. Now I'm gonna talk about the position of the body necessary to complete the movement. Starting with anatomical starting positions. This is when you see your body is upright, facing forward, arm at the side, and feet slightly apart with toe pointing forward. Descending into the squats, you will see hip flexions, bending at the hip joint to bring the thigh closer to abdomen. You also see knee flexions, bending at the knee joint to lower your body. You also see ankle dorsiflexions. That is when you're bringing your top of the foot closer to the shins as your body descends. And you also see spinal extensions by you maintaining a neutral spine or a slight extension to keep your chest up. At the bottom of the squats, you see hip flexions, knee flexions. That's when your knees are bent to bring your thigh parallel to the floor. Ankle dorsiflexions. Ankle maintain dorsiflexions to accommodate the distance. Spine extensions. Back is still in neutral spine or slight extensions. As you ascending from the squat while going up, you see hip extensions. When you straighten your hip joint to raise back up, you see knee extensions, straighten your knee joint to assist in rising, ankle plantar flexions, ankle return to a neutral positions as your body extends, and spinal extensions. Back continue to maintain a neutral spine or a slight extensions. Last but not least, we can have anatomical finish positions. When you return to the starting erect anatomical position with hips and knees fully extend, spine neutral, and feet flat on the ground. Now moving on to the unique and defining characteristic of the squat activity, we have breathing techniques. The recommend techniques is to inhale deeply to the nose into the belly before descending. Hold the breath at the bottom of the squat to maintain core stability, and exhale forcefully through the mouth on the way up as you push back to the starting positions. We have teaming. I think the squats should be performed in a control manners. The distance often done at a slower pace to increase muscle tensions and controls. The action is execute more explosively to harness the power of the lower body muscle, but yes, still under controls. Stance. The standard stand for the squats has the feet shoulder width apart. The wider stand will engage more abductor and glutes, and wider the narrow stand can increase the focus on quadricep. Foot engagement. During the squats, the feet should be remain flat on the floor. The engagement of the foot includes spreading the toes and gripping the floor, which help to activate the muscle of the lower leg and maintain the stability throughout the exercise. So now I want to talk about the joint involved and the degree of range of motions. So the squat is a compound exercise that involves multiple joints and each requiring a certain degree of range of motions to perform the movement correctly. Hip joints, to achieve the full squat, the hip must flex to at least 90 degrees. Knee joints, the knee experience flexions as you go lower into the squat and extensions as you raise back up. In the full squats, the knee typically flex to a little over 90 degrees. Ankle joints, a full squat require a good degree of those deflections. So look often around 20 to 30 degrees to maintain balance and proper alignment. Now we're gonna talk about the primary muscle involved in the squat exercise. So various muscles work together to complete the movement. The role of this muscle can be categorized as agonist, antagonist, synergist. Agonist, which is the prime movers, they are the quadricep. This muscle are in front of the thigh as the main driver of the knee extensions as you stand up from the squats. And we also have gluteus maximus. This is the main muscle involved in extending the hips as you raise to the starting positions. The antagonist muscles are the hamstrings, the hip flexors. The hip flexor, they control the action of the gluteus maximus during hip extensions. Then we have the synergist, which is assisting muscle. These are erector spinae. This muscle keep the spine erect and prevent the torso from falling forward. The abdominal muscle, they are erectus abdominis, obliques, and transverse abdominis. They maintain the intra-abdominal pressures, which protect the spine. Then we also have the soleus. The muscle in the calf helps support the ankle and maintain balance during the squats. Okay, so let's talk about the type of muscle contractions. So in a squat exercise, all three types of muscle contraction, eccentric, concentric, and isometric, are involved. Eccentric contractions happens as the muscle lengthen. This occurs as you lower your body toward the ground during a squats. The quadricep and the gluteus maximus muscle are stretching. Concentric contractions occurs when the muscle shortens. This is the motion performed to return to the starting position after the squats. Isometric contractions. This is happen when the muscle does not change length and the joint involved does not move. So you see that when this occurs when pausing at the bottom of the squats. So lastly, I want to talk about the alterations and adaptations for squatting with knee osteoarthritis. So knee osteoarthritis is a common joint condition characterized by pain, stiffness, and limited range of motions. So which can hinder a person's ability to perform a squats. So knee instability may be a concern for a person with knee osteoarthritis. So it may lead to difficulty with balance during a squats. So one of the patients that I recommend is to utilize a Smith machine with a safety bar. So this which allow the individuals to complete the exercise with more stability. Another assistive equipment that I recommend is to use a knee braces. So the knee braces can provide compressions and support the knee joints, potentially reducing pain and improve stability. I'm gonna show you a picture of how these two assistive equipment look like. So here is the two assisted equipment that I recommend for people who have knee osteoarthritis. And yeah, that's it for the squat movements presentation. Thank you, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye.